Well, to wrap up here, Bill, for potential investors and even the enCore skeptics, new ones and former ones who are listening in, what would you say to them at this stage and at current price levels? Why should they consider enCore Energy now? And what would you say to them about the credibility of this company?
Well, I think the credibility is probably the first reason you buy a company, at least for a long term investment. And midterm, maybe not trading opportunity so much, but for a real investment, it is credibility. And quite frankly, we've delivered on our plan. We came into this with a very deep team, very good bench, seizing production assets with our first M&A opportunity. Certainly bided our time, waiting a decade before launching, even though we were funded. We certainly missed a lot of the previous false starts in the business, so I think our timing is good, which is always something we've maintained. Our fiscal responsibility is something we've always alluded to and maintained, continue to do so. But really, this will be our second major merger in less than 12 months. And I noticed that some of the people have been saying, "Oh, well, this is what the last company was built on. Where is that?" They're getting tired of waiting. Well, these things take time, and you don't want to just be doing a merger for the sake of doing one. This one fits so well; it fits like a glove. And here again, it goes to the production pipeline, the plan of becoming the dominant ISR producer in the U.S., and a bit of a longer term vision. Both short, long term, and midterm, but a longer term vision of building a company rather than what are we going to do in the next 6 months. I don't know what the uranium price is going to do in the next 6 months. I don't know what the market's going to do in the next 6 months. What I do know is that the supply and demand on uranium is a compelling argument. I believe it's probably the only commodity that absolutely is going to have a supply deficit, regardless. You just look at the amount of burn versus the amount of new production, and it's inevitable. Timing, you may be off 12 months or something, but it's going to happen. And we're building a company to have not only a very quick production, but sustainable and growing production profile over what we expect to be a very long cycle in the nuclear fuel industry. So I think it's a complete picture to really sum it up in one phrase. It's a complete picture, and that should be compelling for the investor.
Paul, any points you'd like to add?
As Bill said, this is a long-term view, long-term strategy that's premised on the fact that we know that the uranium industry is going to prosper with the nuclear industry, and that with nuclear's continued support publicly and increasing public support, we see it continuing to grow. We already know that right now there's about 55 reactors under construction at the moment, and two of which are in the U.S. We expect that to continue. There's more reactors operating now than there were prior to Fukushima in 2011. I see this as a long-term opportunity, and that's why we're building the company with these short-term, mid-term, and long-term elements to it to be able to achieve a long-term sustainable revenue and production profile that will continue to meet the needs of a growing nuclear industry.